Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome to Aurora 4X, the incredibly frustrating, fantastic space strategy game. So, we have just hit 2100, the turn of the century and the turn of the decade, and that means it is a new term for a new government elected by everyone taking part in our very interesting electoral system, because this time we had a complete turnaround. Now in power the United Military Industrial Concern. I believe that's the full title. I could be getting this wrong. I don't want to get this wrong. United Military Industrial Concern. Yes, and with the opposition party who got second being the Coalition of Moderates and Information Security, which is a very big change from previously. It had been us in power or in second for the last, I want to say 4, maybe 5. And UMIC were second last time, so they're now first, and we have CMIS in second. So they've also put forward a load of policies. We now have them. People have been asking me about the cock-up I made on the Fusco. It's okay, I fixed it. We now have a boarding bay instead of a drop bay, don't worry. It didn't allow us to get enough tonnage to make an extra point of armor, but it did give us like 10 tons of fuel extra, so you know, we have a bit more fuel. It's fine. I wouldn't say it's my first choice, but there wasn't anything really to do with it other than fuel, so now we have plenty of fuel. Anyway, that fixed, and we'll never talk about my error again. We're going to go through the very few motions we have to look at. So, we have Planetary Defense Act. We need to put surface space to orbit. They defined STO as space to orbit. I think they mean surface to orbit. Surface to orbit weapons on each of our inhabited colonies. So we need to make STOs. You know what? That seems great. I was going to do that at some point, so I'm down for this. Being able to have our colonies defended seems like a real good idea. The keen assessment ships for undercover military intelligence, the Kasumi Act. Basically, we need stealth ships that go in and do stealth stuff. That seems really cool. So actually, before we do anything else, let's go to our research and cancel our defensive systems project, because we're going to want to get ourselves thermal reduction and cloaking theory. So Catherine Kluber-DeWitt, if you wouldn't mind doing thermal reduction, 75%. We need to be able to make our drive signature a lot less noticeable. The important things here are going to be, we want our ships to be relatively small profile, which cloaking can do. I'll get onto that when we actually make the ship. And we want our drive signature from, you know, burning a giant hot drive of whatever kind we're using. Currently, some sort of magnetic confinement fusion drive. We want that to be baffled in a way that means that we don't get picked up on IR sensors. So we want the thermal reduction, and then we'll want cloaking theory. So we'll add that to queue. And then when, you know, thermal reduction is done, we'll queue up the next version. The first version of thermal reduction is like, yeah, 1,500, super cheap. But because we also want to get all this tech done to be able to try and get the ship out within this term, I am going to mix things around a little bit to just try and accelerate this. So we've got a lot of sensors and control. Actually, we don't have many sensors and control hooked up. Let's take 4 away from you. Take 3 away from the advanced spinal mount. And I guess we'll dump all of these onto the defensive hub and see what happens here. That'll be done in March. We do have cloaking theory, which is going to be a much bigger project though. And obviously then there's theories inside of cloaking theory about like how much the reduction is going to be, the detection and stuff. So we need to have a few more. I'm going to go for the full 30 out of 30 labs here. Let's reduce EM sensor sensitivity to 10. And same for the advanced spinal mount, because obviously we made ships that are going to use them. Those ships are kind of locked in for now. There we go. Crank that up to 30 out of 30 labs. Done. Right. So that's the Kasumi Act. We also have the Mining Colony Act, which is that we need to find 5 plentiful bodies that we can colonize and mine. There's a bit more to it than that, but that's a TLDR. And then the Economic Subsidies Bill, which requires us to build enough financial centers to balance the budget and then place them somewhere. Which, you know, that seems reasonable to me. Do we have financial centers on the go yet? We do not. Is there anything here we want to bump? Ordnance factory is going to be done in like a year. Yeah, I'm okay with just putting down financial centers for like future. So we'll put down build 400 with 10%, and then we'll build that in like a year's time, whatever. Okay, and that's it. So the Mining Colony Act is one of the ones we're going to have to look at now, and that is going to be using Aurora electrons, because I really like Aurora electrons. It's really handy. Like right now, if we go to like warnings, it'll be like, hey, you've got low maintenance ships, active obsolete ships, many, because obviously we've got a lot of freighters and stuff, and you know, that jazz. It will tell us that we've got naval administration without commanders, unimportant ones. I actually went through, and the important ones actually gave stuff too. Shipyards tooled for obsolete classes. It's picking up all of our like military craft that we have tooled up for like the Ice Lord, and in theory we want the Ice Lord 1A, which it can still build. Technically the previous version is obsolete, but whatever, so that's fine. And then Rex in explored space. Now a lot of the space is technically maybe contested. Like, yeah, Jofu is, we assume, the home system of the Grosvenor Protectorate. Don't really want to get messing up in there, but it's nice. Wilkinson. Where's Wilkinson? Oh, down here. Yeah, beyond the home of the ghosts. Yeah, we shouldn't poke our head in there. They've been having quite the fight, though. Minerals. This is where we want to be. Like, we can look at potential, and what potential will do is it will take into account, hey, Asteroid 7, otherwise known as the Holy Rock. This will take into account the amount of minerals and the availability, which is great. Unfortunately, habitability, the potential is actually a different potential. Notice that Heinrich is top, and Heinrich is actually not particularly great. Let me show you. It can only really be explained by showing you. Heinrich A2. It's just uranium at 0.8. Yeah, it's calculating potential differently here, which I just don't understand and get confused by, but it is a different calculation. However, you can still use this for habitability. You can be like, hey, our 80 terraformer bases, how long will that take to terraform stuff? Oh, super quick? Impossible? Stuff like that. What we can do, though, is we can go over to minerals, and we're going to find the top 5 plentiful mineral places that can be reasonably easily colonized. Also, vaguely within our space or whatever. I won't, you know, be like, oh, we have to colonize this one in enemy space. The intent of it is just to expand our mining operations, and I get that. So what we'll do is we'll go over here and we'll select potential, and then we're going to start isolating, which by doing this, you kind of allow to isolate, and then you can isolate inhabitability with that. So we can pick the most plentiful, and then we can take the habitability. So I'm going to select the top 100, and then we'll filter them down into what is vaguely habitable and also not contested by the enemy, not already colonized, etc. You get the idea. Okay, we've got ourselves the top 100 isolated. We can now go and isolate inhabitability, and we're going to organize by time, and then we'll hide non-terraformable, hide the ones without minerals, which doesn't really matter. Hide own population. Obviously, they have to be new places, and we'll hide ones where Xenos are living on them, because, you know, kind of obvious, that one. And we have a list of 14 that we could potentially go for. Now, it has to be a reasonable colonization time, and this is years, so we're going to count off. Are we using our 80? No, we're going to set that to 80. We're going to count off anything, I think, above 10 years. So Caldi, Neltab, etc. down here are gone. And instead, we've got Vastran, Lewis. Obviously, Lewis is a bit iffy because that's technically enemy space. Darlock, Jazza, Neltab, Jedi, Tirgal, and Neltab again. Interesting. Okay. Now, this is sorted by time and not the actual minerals on it, because I don't trust the potential here, to be honest. So we're going to have a quick look at Neltab, because this actually appears twice, which would mean they can share the same system, and I am very much interested in expanding up to Neltab here, because it's actually quite close to Sol, and we haven't actually explored it that much. So let's bring up Neltab. And you're recommending Neltab A1 and A7 one. Okay. A1. Yeah, that's good. It is a dwarf planet, but it's good. Okay. Not tab 7-1. Again, good. There's like decent amounts of minerals there. The accessibility is 0.6, 0.5, 0.8, 0.7. It has geranium, it has gallicite, it has macassium, and thorium, you know, if we cared about that. But like, that's all stuff we kind of would want. So I'm actually going to pop a colony down. I'm going to say Neltab is good. That's 2 of our 5 that we need. We'll ignore Lewis. Let's try Vastran A1. Now, technically we do have a, in inverted commas, colony there, but we haven't actually done anything because that was where we went down to have a look and then got attacked. So at some point, we're going to have to go back and kick some ass there. The actual minerals? Yes, that's worth it. Ask me another. That is no. These comets are, yeah, these comets are good. Okay, Vastran A1. I'm thinking you could be another one. So that's 3. Darlock A422. Let's look at Darlock A422. Now, that's a problem in that it is right next to a Ether Rift, but whatever. It does have a dormant construct here, so... Tritanium, Macassium, Vendorite, Gallicite. All good availabilities. Okay, and we have, again, one here that we haven't actually really colonized. We put down, like, the marker on it, but we haven't colonized it yet. It would be good. It is, however, an Ether Rift system, so we'll consider that. This one might not count as plentiful for it, though. So that could be 3. We won't necessarily count this one, but this would be in the same system as that. Oh, 4, because Vastran, yeah. 2 Neltab, Vastran, Darlock, and then Jedi. Now, Darlock's down here. It's a bit far. Jedi, however, is also kind of the same sort of situation. And this is Jedi A2. Again, pretty reasonable. Good coronium. Let's have a quick look at Tiergal A1, because that is actually on our route. Geranium, Neutronium, Iridium, Gallicite. Again, also decent, and it is on the route out of Sleepy Zoe. And that's where we get, like, too high up. Look, we're talking about, you know, Caldi. 35 years to terraform. Yeah. Okay, I think we take Vastran, we take Neltab, because Vastran's over here and is on our jump gate route. We just need to be able to take it on. Neltab over here, also reasonable, has 2 in it, also want to explore that. And then, I think it's between, like, we'll definitely take Tiergal, in my view. Tiergal is kind of on the route we want anyway. It's next to Sleepy Zoe. It is further away because strategist jump point's annoying, but so is Vastran, I guess. Do we want to take Jedi or Darlock? That's the question. .9, .9, .7, .7. You would take longer to terraform, probably. Yeah, we'll take Jedi. We can always take Darlock later. The Ether Rift is a bit of a scare for me. I'm not convinced I want to do that. Although we will put a create colony down on it just as like a marker, but we won't actually fill that in. And then we're gonna have to ship over infrastructure to all 5 of these bodies. So Jedi, Vastran, Tiergal, Neltab. Did I put down one on Tiergal? I did not. Tiergal A1. Okay. Create colony. Okay. Thank you for that, Aurora Electrons. You're really, really handy. I like you. By the way, Aurora Electrons. Just search for it. There'll be a link. It's on the forum for Aurora. It's really, really handy. Because Aurora sucks at actually conveying information in a decent UX manner. Aurora Electrons has a decent UX. No orders. Okay. You're busy. You're getting upgraded. You're busy. Okay. Then it's going to be you. Load infrastructure from Europa. And then I guess we'll run that to NeltTab. Okay, so we're going to NeltTab A1 and then NeltTab A7 Moon 1. And we will want to do this 19 times, let's say. It'll keep you busy. Like 10 years of busy, but whatever. We'll also need to take them some mines at some point, and also we'll need to take them a mass driver each. So I'm gonna just do that real quick as well, because that shouldn't be a pretty big task. Okay, and that's a mass driver taken to each of the NeltTabs. While we're at it, we might as well take a mass driver to Tirgal, to Jedi, and to Vastran as well. Okay, done. I've sent mass drivers to all the 5 new ones, or at least we're going to. I've sent the infrastructure to NeltTab. We'll need to send infrastructure to Jedi, Tirgal, and Vastran. Obviously, Vastran's a kind of an odd case because we'll need to send the army there. The army are currently busy on Darlock looking at ruins, but we do want to send them up to Vastran. I could take them away, but there's a risk that, you know, the same thing could happen. So for now, we'll just bide our time on that. And I guess we'll accelerate time as well. That's it. I'm taking one of the auxiliary companies and we're going to go land on Subject Delta and pacify people because I'm getting fed up of them breeding too much and then just being a pain. Being a pain in the butt. It's such a pain. We could also move some more orbital habitats over there at some point, but the easy... Yeah, but the easy... so keep saying but and then laughing. I know, I'm 2 years old. Whatever. The easy solution is just to... grab someone who's not particularly busy. I guess you. Auto route to Sol, Earth, refuel, load ground unit. Take Borealis. Go to Subject Delta. Unload all ground units and then... Sol. Fuel. Oh, that's resupply. There we go. Is there anything else we need to do? Oh, those marine boarding units that we have that we kind of just never used. We're going to need to get the next version. The boarding, I think, what they call them, boarding squads or something. Don't know why I closed that. Boarding unit. We didn't make a boarding squad? Okay, I guess we didn't make a boarding squad. Yeah, our boarding squad's gonna need to be 10 people. Well, sorry, 100 tons. Which can be 20 people. One thing I do want to check before we do that is... how are we doing for improved genetic enhancement? 10,000. And our best is at 40%. I think we could do that. We'll need to free up some labs, but I think we can do this. So let's crush some of these research tasks. Sorry. Got other things we need to do. That's only 13. I was hoping to get a little bit more. Obviously, we can get more. And that will take until April next year. Okay, so next year... we'll work on the next type of boarding unit, which is going to be a boarding squad because of its size. Squids of complete orders, orbiting Earth. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop. Stop, thank you. What's going on in Slaying Hurdle? Slaying Hurdle's a dead end. What just happened? A ghost ship just got blown up. 170 nuclear detonation strength 1, 61 strength 5, and 4 energy weapons strength 4, which is probably energy weapons trying to shoot down incoming missiles. They just got hit hard by something. And this is Slaying Hurdle. It's a dead end. There must be a jump point we don't know about in here. Do we have an exploration vessel who we can send? Yeah. You're being rerouted. Head over to Slaying Hurdle. Take you 27 days. I want to know what the hell's going on here. This is supposed to be like a dead end that we abandoned because it wasn't actually that useful. Okay, we just discovered the new system of Cakemeister. That's a lot of terrestrial bodies that are vaguely inhabitable. Okay. There's mountains, ice fields. Actually 100. Oh my god, over 1,000 asteroids. What? This is off of Neltab. I am very interested in Cakemeister. This is fantastic. 9 planets, 105 moons, and over 1,000 asteroids. 11 comets, 3 are near habitable already. This place is interesting. Okay. Meanwhile, we did actually get to Slaying Hurdle. Now, again, we're gonna have to try and figure out what the hell we're meant to do here, because there must be like a dormant jump point that's opened up. And obviously, we scanned the system. Okay. Full grav survey. 2 new jump points. This didn't used to be a place that had any jump points. This is nuts. We might need to claim this just to have, like, it blocked off to everyone else. There's nothing great here. Like, you might say, oh, wasn't one of those good? Like, wasn't that good? Yeah, it's low gravity. We'll see. We're going to go to Unexplored Jump Point 1. Now, both of these are jump gated, FYI, so I'm expecting to see that someone's put, like, military forces on the front of it or something weird. Whatever. Also, where are our stations? Also. We should check in on the back team at some point as well. Comet 4 in the Hoyle system. Comet 4. Oh, there's still loads of stuff there for you to orbitally mine. Alright. Have fun. Right. Where was I? Oh, yes. Space stations. Otherwise known as stations. I want to take the 2 from Tholius that we aren't using and move them to Subject Delta. Now, that's a pretty long journey. But luckily, we have some pretty damn badass craft. So, you're in the Sleepy Zoe system, which is actually quite nearby. Floating above Sleepy Zoe A4. Are you going to take a while longer when you're terraforming? Breathable temperature. We're getting the EnterElysium up. Yeah, it's going to take several years. Okay. In which case, you can release trackless ship, head to Tholius, move to location, and once you get there, that's when we'll do the thing. Also, it's saying, hey, it'll take us like 151 days. It won't. Oh, Professor was just built. The Achilles class. Sorry, the Professor class, the Achilles. We will probably want to go check on that. Now, I've divided the actual fleets into, well, the battle fleet, which is where they dump all the new ships into actual fleets. And what I've gone for is 1 command cruiser, 2 missile cruisers, a destroyer escort, and a destroyer. There's no frigates in there as yet. It's The problem is that, like, they only have so much jump capability. So I think we'll just pair them up with anti-missile frigates if needed. We have no command cruisers, so we can't really build another fleet right now, so that's all fine. Does anyone need upgrading to the 2 version is the real question here. Yes, one Mighty Rick. Yes, the Professor class. Yes, the Onyx. Okay, there's a few that need upgrading to like the A1 or 1A, whatever it is. So let's do that. Shipyard. And no one else is free to do any refits. Okay, we'll have to do that later when they've done their next batch of crafts. The Clunky Monkey system. Interesting. Vaguely habitable planets number 2. Where is this Clunky Monkey system you talk about? I would like to know. Also, gonna need to put Slaying Hurdle somewhere else now. It's not a dead end. It's actually now a full-fledged system in its own right. So, that's gonna be a pain. I guess for now, like, you go up here and then you go here. We'll have to redo that at some point because that looks horrific, but... Now, we're going to take the 2 orbital habitats from Tholius over to Subject Delta. And the way we do this is we track to any ship in fleet, go to Subject Delta, move to location, and then it'll be orbital habitat, Subject Delta A1, release track to ships. And then auto route back to Tholius via Sol, because we want the fuel. In fact, we might actually need the fuel on the way there. Yeah, we'll have to go back and say, hey, look, Sol, quickly pop by Earth for a little spot of refueling. Boost location, release stranded ships, go back to Tholius via Sol, Earth, refuel, just in case. Auto route, Tholius. And then we just hit repeat here. But then we just remove last until you're back in Earth refueling. Done. And that way you're now going around, you're taking from a fleet, putting into another fleet, taking from a fleet, putting into another fleet, and you should be fine. Obviously, it's not going to be 110 days because you're going to be dragging a station, but you are the biggest we have. Shouldn't be too long. And we are good to go. The system of Christopher Odd has 3 stars, 10 planets, 3 of them habitable, over 200 asteroids, over 40 moons. It is definitely an odd system. That is true. Also, do we have any ways to get the second star? Because it's really far out. It has a super Jovian, so it will have a jump point, well, a Lagrange point. There's probably not a Lagrange point in system, is there? Oh, no, there is. Okay. Either way, definitely worth looking at. Where is this? Oh, right. This one's being annoying. Okay. Yes, we ran out of space. I understand. We've got a lot going on. I'll put you here for now, and we'll deal with it later. The map is going to get a lot worse. I made it pretty, and then you're doing that again to me. Okay, Slaying Hurdle goes to Bright. That is annoying in so many ways. I guess we can just put, like, Slaying Hurdle down here or something now. Be like, look, this is where you live. God damn it. Fine. Fine. I had such high hopes for this map. Okay. We have also looked at the ancient construct on Darlock and have surveyed it, deciding that it will improve ground combat research by 100%. That's really good. So good. We need to take that. obviously it's ground combat. It's not a primary like concern for us. It's not like it was power propulsion, which is most definitely a grab. But this is still good. However, we will be popping to Vastran now with that fleet, and we will retake it. Whoa, slow down. Stop. No, stop. There's nuke explosions. God damn it. This game. Okay, Bright. 72 strength 5 nuclear explosions. Wreck of the Death Dealer class. Wreck of the Annihilation class. Wreck of the Unknown class. I want to go here with the Wreck crew. Yeah, let's go there. Wolfkers. You have a jump craft with you. You don't actually need it. This is all on the route. Head over to Slaying Hurdle. Rex. Salvage. And then head over to Bright. And you come through here. The Unknown, then Death Dealer, then Annihilation. They're probably all... no, actually, they could well be military with that tonnage. Definitely worth looking at. Now, these two NPRs have been fighting for, what, like 80 years or something? This is really kind of nuts. Ever since we found that Lewis fight. Okay, we've got unit of Jagnavs done. Carbon's unable to do its thing, and we built another Ice Lord. Okay, for a start, let's look at what the Carbon has found. Carbon. You've got to say the name while you're looking for it. It's in Tirgal. We're going to take infrastructure over to Jedi and to Tirgal. So... okay, and this is going to take almost a year. We can only run this like another 9 times then, which is a shame, but it's a start. And then we need to do some Vastran, but we'll save that for when we've actually like looked at the damn place. Oh, here we go. Shortage of Gallicite. I thought we'd have escaped it, but no. We have a shortage of Gallicite in our engines. It's all the new engines. Yep. Okay. Well, at least we've got a unit of Jagnavs now sitting here. Admittedly, with the old engine, but... we're going to have to figure out how to get Gallicite. Let's have a look at Gallicite in the world. Sleepy Zoe. Stop. Davit. Anywhere in Sol? No. Subject Delta. Ooh. Subject Delta's doing pretty well with Turin Limited. Turin is showing up a lot. Anywhere else? Tirgal, Kenneth, Davit. Davit 3 might be... because it's past strategist jump point, so it's actually pretty far away. I've got to say it's close. Tomb, Gump, Kaldi, Jazza. Yeah, none of these are particularly close. The closest one is Subject Delta, and obviously we have stuff in that system already. Okay, Subject Delta, Turin Limited. We can dump a whole load of mines on there. It is colonizable. Interesting. Tough colony cost, but it is possible. Not really worth it for that amount. But we do have automated mines. Yeah, let's do it. We will just double check real quick. What if we bring this down to, say, 50,000 and then mandate 0.9? Kenneth, Jig, Tomb, Subject Delta, Kaldi, Jazza, Slaying Hurdle, Therefore Hoyle. Hoyle also has geranium. Wait, is this the one we're already doing? Moon 4? Yep. Nope, we're already doing that one. Crommelin in Sol. Hi there. And there's a Comet and Agent. These are better choices. And that one has Macassium. So Crommelin and Comet. Crommelin. 10 automated mines. Now we're talking, because that isn't enough. Alright, we can take some of Sedna. We can take some off K2. Yeah, if we take like 20 of Sedna and 20 of K2, put them on Crommelin. Okay, go to... Wrong one. Go to Sedna. Load. Automated mine. You're doing shipyard tasks. That sucks. Okay, you. Sedna. 66 days. Okay. Crommelin. 133 days now. Okay. Then K2. Better. Okay. Less than half a year. We'll do that 2 more times. That'll be 30. No, 3 more times. 40 on each. Obviously, it'll take time to do. But then we also have, I believe it's Comet 2 in Agent, which is Gallicite. Also has Macassium. There is a stockpile there, which means that we can send over an extra mass driver to get that, like, sorted. Oh, it's not shooting anywhere? Well, that explains that. Who's the main collection area? A3, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, yeah. We'll want to send over more. Well, you've got 100 automated mines, actually. Do you really need more? How many we got on Earth? 52. I think we'll just send them up to Crommelin. Is anyone here free? I mean, no, because... Gallicite, I guess. What if we load it with 1 and go to Crommelin? Like, how far away is Crommelin? A day and a bit? Do you want to just do that, like, 49 times? Because that'll take you, like, less than a year. Okay. Sure. We have others who are free. Maybe they should do it. Whatever. No. Okay, sure. How many deep space tracking stations do we have? 59. Okay. What we'll do then with our other single Jagnath, who is free. Oh, you're the slow one. We will grab DSTs. We're going to take them up to Neltab because these new places, even though the mining colony mandate doesn't demand DSTs, I think they should still have DSTs. Like, it would be ideal to have DSTs in basically every location where we have a colony. So, we will unload. We already started colonizing. Damn quick about it. Load. DST. I'll just do the one for the moment. Gallicite issues everywhere. Okay, fine. Fine. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. I guess we stop making those military drives. Like, we'll finish the one we're on. Because they use a lot. Where is that on the map? Right. We've only done a 50% mineral survey. Why? Please, enlighten me. Oh, because it'll take 3 years. Fair reasoning. Okay. Let's just go through a random jump point then. Ooh, railguns. Annihilation, which we think is a ghost ship, is using railguns. Auxiliary control, gas reactor. Nah. That's early stage tech. Unknown class has a thermal sensor of 11 strength per unit. Ooh, now that is handy. Okay. And Gallicite issues. We're going to stop building craft temporarily. Okay, well, we didn't find any new tech in the other craft, so I guess we'll just bring it home. But that one thing from the unknown craft did look interesting. So we need to move. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? The wolf curs. I'm going to shoot right past them. There we go. Auto route back to Sol. Unload all ship components. Unload all minerals, and then do a refuel. What else do we need? Cadune is unable to carry out standing orders. It's done everything in Warmonger. It's true, you have. And you have earned a little jaunt over to B, which we haven't really done. Okay, and the Jagnath G group is going to take a whole load of infrastructure over to Vastran, and that should mean that we have infrastructure in all the places for the mining that we need. Oops. Tortoise, there we go. Okay, the Wolfkers have just dropped off their stuff. We've just done cloaking theory. And we're still having Gallicite issues. But, you know, that's to be expected. Let's have a quick look over here and find that. Here we go. 11 strength. So I'm pretty sure we've got the 8 strength. So I'm just going to disassemble. Just to check. Yeah, we do. But the 11 strength. There we go. Research points gained. Sweet. I don't think there's anything else here that really gives us anything that we want. Yeah, all of this we really have. Except for railguns. We will disassemble those. There we go. Get both size of railgun tech and velocity. Now, let's have a look at our research. Also, worker shortage on Earth. Hey, that's a total surprise. That never happens. Don't know what you're on about. Okay. We have thermal reduction coming up, and here we go. Minimum cloak size and cloak efficiency. So we'll want those. Again, start off cheap. And then we'll want cloak sensor reduction. There's a lot of text to get in there. Why I'm pumping this up to try and like have as much flow through of technologies in the short pace of time as possible to get these cloaked stealth ships in. Right. Let's look at our mining. Yeah, Gallicite's still sitting on 0. As is expected. We do have ships that are in the outer colonies that relay materials every now and again, and a few of them will be stocked up with a good amount of Gallicite, but obviously that's just when we're going to get one of those in. We'll lay off any new construction that involves, you know, engines for a little bit. But we're just going to have to push through. Okay, we've 100% surveyed Tiergal, and the carbon is done. In which case, head up to, and I might, you know, regret this because it's got a scary ether hole in it, but we're going to head up to McBriar. Because that has yet to be surveyed properly. Oh, we landed and defeated the precursor forces. That was quick. Okay. Sure. Well, we got our revenge, and there is a destroyed outpost here. So I guess we'll just survey the outpost and then, I guess, start flying people in. Now, while this is all happening, I am very tempted to go take a little peek at Dracon, because we do have precursors over there. So we have to defeat the precursor forces. I think what we'll do, detach the honker, give you orders to load the clover leaves and all subunits, and then auto route to Sol. Earth, refuel. And that's going to prepare us to go into Dracon. What else do we need to do that? Oh, well, we need missiles and stuff, and we need a fleet capable of doing that. I think between us, like, we take some anti-missile ships, we take another, you know, destroyer escort. We should be able to manage. How's our fuel looking? Because obviously we're going a lot more fuel hungry these days. It's holding steady. Like, I'd like to produce an extra fuel hub to deal with that, just in case it does start to take a dip. But for now, maintenance supplies available, just over 1 million. That's still lower than I would want. Again, they need Gallicite, and we don't have it, so whatever. Whoa, 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 whoa. There was a fight? You said that they were done. God damn it. I literally just reloaded my units. Let's have a look at this then. Oh, God. Yeah, we lost so many forces again here. Oh, okay. You know that whole going back thing that we were going to do? No? It said we defeated them. I thought that was a bit weird. Okay, orbital drop. I guess we need to train another xenoarchaeology. Can't believe that happened again. The game was like, oh, you defeated everyone. I was like, there wasn't a fight. We defeated everyone? This seems odd. Nope. The game is just trolling us. Ground unit training. Okay. Meanwhile, where's that other xenoarchaeology company on Unique Fossil? I'm guessing we're done on Unique Fossil, so we can go grab that. We defeat the precursor forces again. We're gonna need to have words with these guys. Do we have, like, any construction companies around? On Davit. Okay. Any others? No. Are you done on Davit A3? Yes. Okay. Is there anyone in the Davit system? Well, I'll take the... You know, I'll take the Vastran system. Head over to Davit. Load. Engineers. Auto route. Vastran. And we'll have to leave our forces over there because we keep beating the precursors and then they keep showing back up. If this keeps going, I will just nuke the site from orbit. Oh no, it's a fight! Okay, a lot happened there because we skipped a lot of time. How long did we skip? 5 days. That's 15. That's 15, yeah, fighting cycles. Okay. Well, I'm just going to go through and read out, like, the summaries then. We killed 110 Centurions, 3 combat mechs, 2 resupply, and 1 AA mech. We lost 30 Praetorians with machine guns, 16 Praetorians, 14 Praetorians with LAVs, and 5 Perseus Knights. That was in the first round. They're pretty tough. Then we took out 110 Centurions and a couple of Decurions and Praetorian combat mechs. They killed 37 Praetorians with MGs, 18 Praetorians, 10 Praetorians with LAVs, 3 Knights, 2 Orpheus drones. Oh god, I don't know if we're set up for, like, best attack. 71 Centurions killed, 9 combat mechs, 5 AA mechs, and 4 resupply. And they killed 16 Praetorians of MGs, 16 Praetorians, 6 Praetorians of LAVs, and 2 Perseus Knights. Okay, getting a bit better. We killed number 73, 10 resupply, okay. They killed 25, 21, and 2 Perseus Knights. We're about halfway. Just about 70 Centurions and 5 combat mechs. And they killed of ours 25 Praetorians of MGs, 17 Praetorians, 9 of LAVs, and they did kill a Perseus Knight as well. We killed 66 Centurions and 3 combat mechs. They killed 8 Praetorians with LAVs, 7 with MGs, and a Knight. Okay, getting a lot less there. We killed 99 Centurions. Wow, that went up. 16 combat mechs. And a leader. Must have done like a breakthrough. And they killed 13 Praetorians, 11 with MGs, and 5 LAVs, and 4 Knights. Okay. We killed 123 Centurions, 21 combat mechs. Oof. And they killed of ours, 19 with MGs, 10 Praetorians, 3 LAVs, and 1 Perseus Knight. These are reinforcement-worthy, like, losses. Like, the losses here, we're gonna need to like, replace in short order. This is quite a lot. We killed 162 Centurions and 9 mechs. Oof. They killed of ours, 9 of MGs, and 7 normal, and 1 Knight. We killed 130 Praetorians, 10 mechs, okay, and they killed 4 with LAVs, 1 non-Praetorian, and 1 Perseus Knight. Either they're running out of our troops to kill, and it's just armor left, or they're running out of ability to kill. Oh, this time we just killed 30 resupply and 30 mechs. They didn't kill any of ours. We just killed 22 leaders, and enemy forces have been defeated. Okay, it is done. Finally, we have defeated them and occupied the colony. Any winnings for that? No? Okay. Very good. Now can I have my assault transports back? Also, oh, we've got 2 Vastran because one of them is their colony and one of them is ours. Right, well, we'll load ours. We'll go to Sol. We'll refuel, and then we'll just remove our colony in a little bit. And only 6-man installations, so actually that was not massively worth it. But hey, we did the conquering. That's what matters. Okay, a lot of Gallicite shortage, but we did just get a whole load of Sapphire Ebonies now. Which should mean that we have 5 Sapphire Ebonies here, which is basically a fleet. Or even better, the 5 here come on, can be joined by these 5. Pull them over manually. I don't know why I'm doing this. I regret it. Yes. The only way to ever update this is to refresh everything. Okay, we can rename you to ×10. And now you can transfer 1 million at a time. Right, let's have a quick look at some of our places like Titan. Available workers, but not many. I'm going to say stable. Don't send more colonists there. Like, that might be a bit overkill. Europa's got 10 million spare. Io's got 10 million spare. Luna's got a load spare. Callista's got a load spare. Mars has a load spare. Yeah, and we need more on Earth because Earth is currently out like 16 million. So I'm going to ask you to pop to Luna, load colonists, and then dump them at Earth, unload colonists, pop to Mars, load colonists, pop to Earth, unload colonists, and then, well, I guess refuel. And then we'll do that 4 more times. So that will get us 10 million. Obviously, we need a bit more, but what I'm going to do is I'm then going to send everything we don't need on Earth off Earth to Mars and to Luna. We don't need everything on Earth right now. So as soon as we get a freighter group that are free... Aha! You've got very confused now because you're like, I have infrastructure and I was going to colony you just deleted. Do not worry, my friend. We will sort that for you. Then go back to Sol. And refuel. And then I have to get you back to Davit. So we need to go to Europa, load, infrastructure, auto route, Davit, and then repeat that like 7 times or something. You're not in Davit, are you? You're in strategist, so remove last, repeat. There we go. And then we'll just remove last. Perfect. Okay. Meanwhile, anyone else actually free? Ah, you were on your way there as well. That's the problem with deleting a colony. Refuel. You're doing more shipyard tasks. Unfortunately, it's going to take you a while because you're only going to be, you know, half Mark 3s and half not. And you're busy. Okay, well, fair enough. Meanwhile, I'm actually going to tell you to take people from Earth, which I know we kind of just weren't doing, but the reason is we're going to go to Aliwiz. It's a long journey. By the time we'll get back, we'll be okay. I want to get the Holy Rock up to, you know, 250 million population or something, ideally. Obviously, we're not going to just send 250 million from Earth because that would be horrific for our worker shortage, but a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here will get us, you know, somewhere close. And then we'll go and refuel at Earth, and we'll repeat that 9 times. That'll get us 10 million there. And it'll, you know, take a few years, but that's fine. Oh, and something happened at Hoyle. I'm hoping it's not what I think it is. Why do we not have any techs being worked on? No, Sam Sivian's still good. We just stopped working on tech for some reason. Okay. I guess we did all the tech we were looking for. Right. What do I want to grab here? Jump engine size modifier, minimum engine, no. Maximum engine size, maybe. Squadron jump size radius, squadron size. Again, maybe. I think getting the jump drive efficiency is probably good. Same with the capacitor recharge rate. Also same with the fuel consumption. If we can get our fuel consumption down from 0.5 to 0.4, that's just 20% extra range. Or, you know, smaller engines. I'm so torn on this one. It's a long-term commitment either way. I think the jump radius is important if you're going up against hostile jump points, because that will allow us to jump outside of most beam range. So we'll grab that one because it's cheaper. And that'll be done like, just over a year at 15,000. That's nuts. And then we'll grab faster recharge rate, followed by fuel consumption, followed by jump drive efficiency. Because I think in future we might actually just switch from having our jump drives actually in fleet ships, like actual fighting ships, to having the jump drives pure jump tenders. You know, not actually having military jump tenders, but make them civilian engine craft with a military jump drive, which allows them to jump other craft. I don't think you can have both types of jump drive on the same craft, because otherwise we'd say, okay, make it a civilian craft with both a jump drive to jump itself and a jump drive to jump everyone else. What we might have to do is let's have a civilian jump tender with civilian engines and a civilian jump drive, and a military jump tender with civilian engines, it's a civilian ship, but with a military jump drive. So the civilian jump drive jumps itself and civilian military tender, and then the civilian military tender will jump the rest of the fleet, if that makes sense. But it does mean that then the fighting ships do not need the jump drives in them. We've discovered the system of Kyle. Hello there, Kyle. 8 planets, 94 moons, 1 comet, and it has a archipelago planet with a nitrogen methane atmosphere. That's telekinesis, Kyle. No, it's an archipelago, but whatever. Okay, we finished production of Ordnance Factory, now on fuel refinery and financial centers. Good. Let the hate flow through you. Okay, we seem to be only going 6 hours at the moment, which means that someone is probably doing something dodgy, which obviously means database times. And we're still lacking Gallicite. Well, once the ships get built, then that won't be a problem. We just have to wait on building any more while we fix the issue. In the meantime, I think we'll call it here. Next episode, provided we have missiles for it, we'll detach one of our new fleets and we're going to head up to Dracon and test them out versus the precursors. They should win hands down. Since our last ones won with some trouble, our new fleet should win hands down. If they don't, we'll have to see what we can make adjustments there, maybe fleet composition, etc. But it's gonna be a fun field test. We now have shields, decent armor, decent speed, better missiles, much better beam weapons and point defense. I'm hoping that it'll be able to count for something. That's if we have the missiles built. Obviously, the Gallicite is crushing our missile production because they have, engines in them. For now, I've been EnterElysium. If you liked, get involved in the Discord. There'll be a link down below, link.ee/EnterElysium, where you can get all my links and stuff, Twitch and so on, but also the Discord where you can get involved in all the interactivity to do with the voting and the roleplay. And if you want, go check that out. Or you could subscribe here. Do the subscribe thing, the like, the bell, whatever. And do leave a comment. Liking and commenting does really help the algorithm. Until next time, I've been EnterElysium, and stay shiny.